What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Etebo. I believe that's how you pronounce his name, and he is an 86 centre mid for Watford. He has obviously gone from a 72 silver to an 86, which is absolutely incredible for him. A 3-star, 4-star, that hasn't been upgraded at all, unless there is a glitch, because we do know that apparently there has been glitches in terms of skill move and weak foot in a few of the SBCs, and especially a couple of the players that we have seen over the past few days. But he's had a nice upgrade from 5'9", high, and he's got no traits, unfortunately. It's the one thing that I do think that they definitely should be increasing with, obviously, these special cards, and especially silvers, because it always seems that they don't have anything to really offer there. Obviously, in terms of stats, we've got a centre mid here, looking heavy on that defence, and to be honest, looks like he could be a very, very good box-to-box if you whack a hunter on him. 93 pace, 82 shooting, 86 passing. I think originally he was a centre mid. Overall looks actually really nice, to be fair to him. I will give him that. Just a few standouts. Stamina's looking good. Jumping's up there. Strength and aggression, nice. Defending looks pretty good throughout, to be honest, as a base. Composure 82, we take that. Great agility balance. How tall was he? 5'9". So not the tallest DM in the world, so that's why I'd go more box to box. Great short and long pass. Good shot power. Not really any long shots. Obviously, that goes up by nothing with a hunter. You do get 78 finishing, so it is swings and roundabouts with it. So let's jump him into the team. We'll whack a hunter on him, I think. We'll just refresh Footbin right now just to see. People are saying shadow, so people are going all out DM for him, which I could see, to be honest. I think DM definitely is a shout with 90 CDM if you do whack 94 defending on him. So let's jump him into a team. See what he's all about. We've gone for the shadow on him. I feel like that actually is the option. I feel like you could go for a hunter as well, so we'll kind of see how he plays in general in terms of his animations and all of that, because when you do whack the shadow on him, you do get a nice increase. Obviously, pace goes up to 93, 94 defending, can't argue with. Looks a pretty solid card, so let's jump into a match with him. See what he's all about. So in terms of SBCs, we've got 182 rated squad with an inform, an 83 with an inform, and an 84 with an inform. The informs are okay, but I mean, they are absolutely rinsing them. So I guarantee there will be a team of the week pack at some point, but they definitely are rinsing them a huge amount. Gonna block that, and let's see what we can do with him then. But I think SBC wise, I think that's going to be great for League SBCs, because we already know how many kind of 83 to 84 cards we've got, and literally nowhere to put them. Everybody needs an 84, an 85 team. Going to get it down the wing here. Going to miss out on it. We're going to keep the throw-in and keep possession. So far, looking okay. But like I say, in terms of them SBCs, I think that is a really nice kind of requirement for him. Very grindable in the next couple of days, as I believe you've got still 7 or 6 days to complete him. We're looking for him in the middle here again. Obviously playing that more DM role. We're looking to see if anybody's going to make a movement for him. Messi does, but just catches him offside. Going to find him playing that mid roll here. We're going to wait for that turn. Just follow the run. His pace seems to be holding up quite nicely. Obviously, that going up to, what, 90-something. Going to go with a little through ball. Not quite managing it. Maybe forcing it a bit too much. Trying to play him off there, and that's beautiful work from him. Obviously, in terms of DM, we don't really need him necessarily to be pushing too far forward. It's just kind of see how the box-to-box would work for him, because obviously a solid card will always have that capabilities of more than just one position. We see it with Hullet and with Vieira and all that, and I know prices are way different, but in terms of their positioning, they can play pretty much anywhere. Hullet's kind of a specific one, as I think literally he could go anywhere from DM to striker, and you still wouldn't bat an eyelid with him. Whereas obviously the lower rated players tend to stick to a handful of positions, especially more defensive roles, as obviously in terms of a CDM, you're not necessarily going to have a cam version of him really. Good block. Love the little tackle. We get the ball out again. I'm interested to see positioning wise of him, because he seems to be holding his own. Obviously, I do have my own formation and custom tactics on him. So he is stay back whilst attack, cover and center, which I think will work perfectly for him. Actually, I want to know what his work rates actually was, which is high. So yeah, that is screaming. Oh, I've completely blanked out there, but it is screaming more box to box for me. We're not quitting this. But in terms of high, I would say box to box would be more beneficial potentially for him with them work rates. Obviously, in terms of a box to box player, you are looking more for high. Good block there. But I think what kind of does have in terms of the defensive attributes that he does have, that's a cracking goal. Then obviously you are looking as a heavier sort of defensive player. Watching his defensive ability, we show him far too late there. Good header away. Like I say, 5'9", 89 jumping, which is always fantastic. So that will always be a big benefit for him. Gonna find him on the block in to get it back in. Sees that pass. It's a lovely pass into Vinicius. I cannot wiggle his way around there, unfortunately. So going into the overall for him. So he's coming in about 105, which again is a very, very good price. Yes, there is plenty of midfielders, which we'll have a look at that in a minute. 82, 83, 84. 1 in 4 man each is going to be the only bit that's really rising the price of this, because they are obviously expensive already from the party bag. But in terms of kind of who you've got to go against him, really, there is only a few players that are of that sort of level at that sort of price, because we can't really compare him to a Bruno or a Pogba or a Conte, as they are almost quadruple, even 9 times the value of him. Obviously, the flashback Conte was an SBC that actually was quite nice. So in terms of DM, if you've done him, then obviously you've got a better DM already. Gundogan's coming in at quite a nice price, but I probably would venture more for him. Anybody else that's looking the same sort of level? Fred's come down quite a lot, which is actually quite nice. Tillemans is always a nice box to box, and it always depends on what you're looking for him. Are you attacking with him? Are you box to box, or are you DM? I would favour the later two there, with obviously the box to box or the DM. I think Cam might be a little bit of a stretch due to the fact that he's kind of not necessarily got the most incredible shooting in the world. I think Shadow is quite a nice one, but we will see maybe a Hunter coming out as well. The DM sort of level is pretty decent at 93 pace, 94 defending. Obviously already got the dribbling there, which is pretty good. Physicality, not terrible. You could even probably stretch to an anchor really there and get the kind of benefits there, but it is all dependent on you. Overall, for me, I think he's a solid price for an SBC, very grindable. I would say he's definitely worth the SBC, but I would 100% be looking at as many untradables as possible, as an 82 rated team should be easy, an 83 should be easy, and an 84 really should just take a few more of the league grinds to get it done, because most of them are guaranteed 82 or 83 plus packs. So normally you end up with an 84 at the very minimum. Overall wise, I'm going to give him a solid 8.7 out of 10. I think there is still things I'd like more. Obviously the weak foot 5, but we kind of don't necessarily take away a point. But definitely a skill move forward, just so he dribbles that little bit better. Agility balance in general is quite nice. Composure could do with stepping up a little bit more. Obviously the strength would be again very nice on the DM side of stuff. And then just maybe a handful of little bit extra here's and there's. Nothing really too massively wrong with him, but I think in general animations again could be a little bit better. But overall for an SBC, I think is absolutely fantastic. I think that for me is a good grindable one, rather than the 85, 86s with everything else going on. I would much rather have someone like this with a bit lower, and obviously 3 SBCs rather than 2. Just makes it a little bit better. So hopefully you did enjoy the video. Let me know down below your opinions, and if you are going to complete him, and apart from that, I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.